Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. It's great to see all your smiling faces and glad that you're here. So today it's a showroom tour of a W990 and let's head out to the truck. All right, so here we are at the truck. Whew. The other side, it looks really shiny, really sparkly. This paint in the sunlight it just pops. It's beautiful. It's a custom factory ordered 3-color paint. It's got the Seminole paint scheme on it. It's a 2020 W990 with a 76-inch mid-roof. Let me show you what it's all about. What did I tell you? This truck just sparkles. I was filming it earlier this morning when the grill was all under the light. Now the sun is shining in and just making this paint pop. You gotta love it. Woo-hoo-wee. What a gorgeous color. And we have the metallic on the pinstripe, and that is a creamy white color in there as well. So this has a 13.2 front axle. Looking at the front here, we have the factory Texas style bumper with the 2 toe pins. Now this comes standard with the full grill bars. So you got the 6 grill bars across the front here with the aluminum metal mesh, and then in behind the metal bug screen to keep the rad nice and clean. Comes standard with this stainless shroud, which is kind of an iconic look of the new style cabs that we have. And this is a 5-piece design hood. I've shown this before. These fenders are actually bolted on, and it is seamed right here. There's a seam up the top here, another one up here, and then another one down here. So it's got 5 pieces. So if you do damage something, you just have to replace the one fender if that's the side that you damage. We'll open up the hood here in a minute, but first I'll just kind of walk down this side of the truck and show you what it's all about. So you see this right here, we have a factory installed engine heater, oil pan heater, and shore power. So it has a factory inverter with the shore power. So this actually allows us to trickle charge the batteries, keep the cab marker lights on and the interior lights on without draining the batteries out while it's in the showroom here. Right here is the polished battery box right here. So this is aluminum polished. Now, when you order a custom frame that is painted the same color, that is not black, you get polished end caps regardless, but we went with the full polish package on this here. Now, something that was done to this truck after the fact, we painted the def cover, painted the fuel tanks, polished 7-inch straps. That's just the way to do it. It looks awesome. Now it has the sleeper extenders here, so this is a 19-inch extension on the back here. You can order, it is not published, you'd have to request it special, a shorter rubber if you would prefer. So just for those that want a shorter one, that is an option. And you can see up high, we have the big 7-inch wide stacks, and that's a factory option as well on this cab. So looking at the back here, we have a heavy duty suspension. This is the Hendrickson Primax. So it's a 46,000 pound or 46K rating on here, and these are the Dana Spicer Super 40s or D40-172s. The back, we have LED lighting, flush mounted in the back of the cab, so that's a nice option right from the factory. And then we have the pedestal lights mounted up on the sleeper extenders there, and those painted tanks just look really sharp. As far as the rims, we have the polished rims. They're not Durabrite, so you can repolish these and shine them up even brighter if you want. Michelin XDN2s all around. And as far as the fifth wheel goes, this is your FW35. It's a 24-inch slide. The ride height is a little bit taller. It's a 9-inch ride height, so it's sitting up a little bit taller on this here. And with the Primax, you do have a little bit higher, I believe it's a 10.5-inch ride height with that suspension. We'll just walk around the other side. Here's your tail lights, mud flaps. And as you can see here, really good in the paint. In the light here, the paint is just sparkling. Look at that frame paint. I love it when we do this on trucks. This looks really sharp. And yeah, this side here, we got jockey box windows and doors in both sides, as you can see. The big 150-gallon fuel tank down below. And then the polished DPF emissions toolbox right in there. Wow, just looks really sharp. Really excited to have this one in the showroom. Now next week, I'm gonna be doing that one. So we'll stick around for that. Let me just open up the hood here. Let's get up a little bit higher. All right. So under the hood, we have the Cummins X15. It is the 565 1850 torque. We have the 100th anniversary edition badging on there. Just looks really cool. We have the remote lube terminal, so that's for the release bearing. When you order a manual transmission, that is an option. On our W900, it is an option to have the clutch linkage and the cross shaft greasable too, but with an air assist hydraulic clutch, it's not necessary. Like I said, this is the 13.2 front axle. It has the 5-inch drop on the front axle, so it lowers it down quite a bit. If you do want to lower the truck even more, you could, you know, pull a spacer out and kind of drop things down even further just to have that slammed look. As far as the front, we have disc brakes, as you can see right there. And all your fluid level checks except for the coolant is up here on this side. So you got your power steering, your washer, engine oil check. Your engine oil fill is right around the corner here. And all of the air lines on these cabs terminate outside of the cab. So as you can see right here, all the air lines go up, and then from the back side of the firewall, there's electric wires that go to the switches and the gauges, so you're not having any air lines running into the cab, with the exception of your air seat and your parking brake and your transmission shifter. Let's take a peek on the other side, and we'll show you what's over here. Here's your safety latch to prevent the hood from blowing back on your head. It's not windy inside here, even though those fans are running. It's not that windy. It's quite comfortable, actually. Anyhow, we got your turbo right here. We have the HVAC system, and ouch, your filter to change that. It's very easy to do. Now you can order, you can see the hole right under there. You can see beside it, there's that kind of notched out area. You can order a pre-filter from the factory. So that is a non-serviceable life of the truck filter. It basically has a bunch of spinners in there, and those spinners just help pull and drop the dust out. And then it has a little guy like that you can squeeze to pull all the dust out. So just if you're ever looking underneath the hood and you see those things there and there, it's about a $250 option. And yeah, you can order that from the factory. Well, let's take this tour inside. All right, so this is the top of the line interior, the Midnight Edition. It's a limited edition with the midnight black. You can't beat this interior. It is just too nice. It's too nice. We have the wood grain on the Raven wood grain on the door here with the limited edition, the royal blue stitching with the diamond, the VIT package just looks so sweet. Black panels on the door, just Looks awesome. I'm rocking it. I'm loving how this looks. Air assist hydraulic clutch, like I told you, very, very soft, easy to push in. And all the brake pedals are suspended. So your brake pedal right here is suspended, and your throttle is also suspended. So you can see there's that little bar coming out. That is suspended, and so you're not going to get any road grime or anything like that in there. As far as the steering wheel, we had the leather wrapped with the royal blue stitching around the steering wheel. It is the smart wheel with the cruise control and radio controls right in here. Your Jake brake controller is right here. And over here, we have all the lights. We had 3 sets on the back there, 2 flush, and then 1 on the side. And then here is your brightness adjustment for the dash. Your interior lights, I'll just turn those on while we're in here. And then an exterior light test. This is to adjust your tilt and telescopic steering wheel. And as far as the switches, what we got here, I'll just quickly blast through them. We got a spare, we got the bunk lights, I'll turn those on. There's your trailer spike or your trailer brakes, engine fan, traction control, auxiliary lights for lights underneath the cab, spare switch. This is a spare air switch, so we got 2 of them here. And what you can do is order the truck with these switches, and then it will provide you with an air line right at the back of the cab, so you can, you know, lift a trailer axle or something like that, or whatever you'd like to choose. This is your Dpf switch, your height over inflation valve. So what this is, when you turn that on, it pumps more air into your truck. So if you wanted to put on like full fenders and you needed to get inside there, you wanted to flip that, it'll pump more air into your truck. This is an air suspension dump, your power divider, front and rear diff lock, PTO switch, and 5th wheel slider. Right up here, this is the display for this guy. So as you turn this, it kind of gives you a few different options. You have more options when the truck is running, and then it scales back to your options once you put the truck in drive, or you start driving the truck. We have the Nav Plus system, so the Kenworth Nav Plus with the display screen, which is your Bluetooth satellite, USB radio, and then your digital gauges, your GPS, and all that's on there. We have 6 extra gauges, some additional switches up here for your lighting. And we ordered these trucks with the air-conditioned and heated seats. So these are the GT703's top-of-the-line seats. You got a storage pocket right here, the royal blue stitching on the seat here as well. And these are heated and air-conditioned. Just really, really beautiful. You gotta love them. We have the swivel seat here. So this seat will swivel around. I've shown this a lot. I'll show it again. So stick around for that. And we'll show you what we got in the back here. So just stick with me while I adjust my cameras. All right, so looking at the back here, we have the rotating table. So this here slides out nice and easy. So really nice place to do your work or have your lunch or supper or whatever you're doing. Easy to slide back out of the way. And that comes in black when you do the limited edition interior. And then you get the black with the royal blue stitching all along the back here. You get the W990 stitching on the back wall. Just looks really sharp. Wow, just super sweet. Here is your TV mount. This will take up to a 28-inch TV is what we say from the factory. Some customers have told me 31 is what they fit in there. You can also put your inverter plugs right here so you can run your TV or your printer or laptop or whatever you might keep over here, and then a 12-volt charger. Spot for your microwave. Again, with the inverter, you get the 2 plugs right there. And then you have storage up above, which is a nice deep storage pocket. On the back wall here, you really are gonna like this. This is the storage for the extra storage if you need to have it. You have a nice deep pocket here, and then another storage pocket right on this side here. Over here is storage down below. Lots of storage, you gotta love it. And then you have your fridge, which is removable for the freezer. So you can have a larger fridge. You just gotta pull this thing off the wall, which is easy to do. Now here is the closet. So this comes with a shelf, 4 screws to pop it out. And then you can hang long things here, your jacket or your pants. Then you got more storage up above here. storage here. Tons of storage in this cab, tons. And if that's not enough, we have additional storage underneath the bed. My camera's all sideways on me here. What's going on? So in order to lift up the bed, you got to move the table out of the way here. And then this just lifts up like so. So this truck has the factory installed heat controls for the bunk. If you order a factory S-bar heater, that goes right here. Now that noise you're hearing, that is the inverter. It's just, it's running all the lights in here, so it's just kind of blowing a fan to keep it cool. Subwoofer, your fire extinguisher, so lots more storage underneath here. Now there's a little red light here that shines on the floor when you flick that guy on. Now you'll notice that light is red. You have a little red light here. And then I believe you have another one. No, that's it. You just got the two in the back here. So you get one here and one here. So you have the little red light on the floor. It's kind of like a little night light if you're scared of the dark. And it's okay if you are. It's okay. On the back here, we have your inverter. So it's just saying full because it's fully charged. Here's your fridge to turn it on. As far as what we got here, heat controls, air conditioning controls, your 12-volt charger, and then a alarm clock. You have your light control back here to turn the bunk lights on, and then a door lock right there. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys how this seat swivels around. So just, again, bear with me for a minute. All right, so I don't know if you can see me all that great. If you can't, I really apologize. I'm sure there's a glare coming in from outside, but suck it up. Anyhow, so the way to spin this seat around, it's very simple to do. First of all, there are a couple of options to have this slider, how much cushion you want to have underneath your butt. So I would slide that in as tight as you can. And then you move the seat pretty much as far forward as it can go, and then back it off just a couple inches. And then once it's there, you slide your legs over, you flip the thing down here, and then it slides and clears everything. So you can do it in one easy shot. It takes a little while to figure out where that position is, but once you have it, you're set for life. Now, a few other things here that we can do with the seat. If you want to recline it back, easy to do it. You basically got to lean forward for it to go back. So it's back all the way now. We'll slide a little bit more cushion underneath my butt, and I'm going to adjust the camera here for a second. All right, so you have that all done. Now, if you want, you can adjust your tilt and put your feet up. Don't worry, there's plastic everywhere. It's all going to stay clean and get cleaned after. But now you can relax at the end of the day. I think I'm just going to stay here. I honestly could have a nap right about now. Anyhow, all right, so thanks for coming by to watch this video today. I sure appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on the link down in the bottom corner of the screen. And if you are looking for a truck, and like I said, this truck is in stock. So if you want to buy it, give me a call. Anyhow, if you want to give me a call, click up here. You can see all of my inventory, what we have for sale. And as always, have yourself the world's best day.